Welcome back to Apple Tree Allotment. Down here on Saturday morning this week, down here about 6:30 in the morning. Before it starts to warm up, finally the UK has started to get summer, so it's been mid 20 degrees, so about 20, 23, 24 degrees Celsius this week. Unfortunately, I haven't had a car this week to be able to come down and water, so sort of desperate. Everything desperately needs a bit of water, and it hasn't rained. I don't think it's rained at all this week, so not ideal. But everything seems to have survived okay. Everything seems to be fairly happy, and it's looking pretty good, to be honest. It's slowly growing up. So I've come down today. I'm going to water. I'll give everything a good water. The weather this week is supposed to be up to about 26 degrees, so quite warm for compared to what it's been. It's already about 15 degrees this morning, so it'll probably warm up quite a bit today, I should think. So I'm going to do some watering. I've got a little bit of twine. I'm going to tie up some of these peas a little bit. I haven't got a lot down here, I don't think. Have a little look around. There's not much weeding to do, I don't think, but I'll have a check. And I've got my bag of seeds down here. And I also brought down some courgette plants, although the ones I did put in last week are actually doing pretty well. So I'll probably just put definitely one in, but we'll see if we can fit any others in anywhere else. But yeah, the beds are looking good. So the beans down here are growing up quite nicely, and there's a few that I sowed that have come up as well. So there's a few little ones like that one, and a few of the pumpkins have come up. We do have some beans on the plant, so I might harvest those. A few little beans on there. The pumpkin plants I sowed direct 2 or 3 weeks ago now are doing really, really well. Really happy with those. So yeah, hopefully they'll continue to grow well. The sweet corn that we put in last week, one of them's looking pretty good. The other one has obviously dried out way too much. So I will to see how that gets on. I almost grabbed. I was doing a little tiny bit of weeding. I almost pulled these out, forgetting that I'd sowed sweet corn in this bed. But there is a few coming up in here now, which is really nice to see, as well as the pumpkins. The ones down here, so I think these were butternut squash. So these are not looking so great. Again, dried out, I guess, but they're still growing. So I'll give them a good water, and hopefully they'll bound back. Garlic, I've seen people starting to harvest garlic, and I think it's probably about time. So yeah, certainly this bed is definitely ready to come up. So I might actually dig up definitely that bed, and maybe some of this one. We'll see how we get on. Yeah, good to harvest some garlic. That does need some compost in those beds. They're quite low, so I might go and get some more soil improver at some point and fill those up, and then we can get some things like maybe some parsnips in there, carrots, some root vegetables maybe. So that's all looking good. Some nice stuff to harvest. Peas are doing really well. Finally getting going with the peas. All the ones I've planted from the pot last week are all looking really happy actually, including the one bean that somehow sneaked in there. But looks pretty happy, so I'm going to leave it there. But yeah, all looking really good. The very first ones are all looking really good now, getting up the canes. Got some nice flowers growing on them. So yeah, hopefully it won't be too long till we're picking fresh peas. And yeah, as I said, I need to tie them up a little bit, so we will try and do that, and I'll bring down some more twine next time I come down. Over here, so the ones in I can't remember if these were pumpkins or I think these were butternut squash. In here, they're doing okay, slowly growing away. That one's looking a little bit dry as well. Potatoes looking good. I sort of these are sort of dumped in the middle of the squash bed, but they look so good that I don't really want to take them out, to be honest. So we'll let them off. It won't be that long till they come out, I guess, and we can get some more squash of some sort in there. These are the ones I brought down. So I've got about, I think there's another 5 at home. So I've got these 3. I sowed a load in pots just to try and get ahead if the others didn't come up, which they haven't actually. So yeah, but they're looking pretty healthy, pretty happy with them. So I will get another one in. I'll put another one in where they are, and maybe squeeze. I might squeeze one in here just because it's a bit close, but at least if it gets going, it'll be all right. I can always trim it down. I did just notice the radish has actually come up in a week. Always amazing how quickly radish comes up. So that's pretty cool. I might sow some more of that a bit later. It's not something we eat loads of, but it's nice to have the option in the little spaces you're not using. Onions are just doing their thing. Leeks are looking really good. Leeks are something actually I need to find some space for, so maybe one of those garlic beds can host some leeks this year. The spinach is actually looking really good. It looks like it's sort of time to harvest some of that, so I might take a few bits of that home and we can put it in a curry or something. Carrots, the first set of carrots I grew, I can only see about 3 or 4 there, so they're not doing amazing, but we might get a few nice little carrots. These little flowers have started to come out, which is really nice to see. Quite a nice height, those ones, just to be between the rows. And then I do have another 3 rows of carrots here, which are looking a little bit better actually. Particularly this middle row, it's kind of looks a bit happier. So that's good. And the cabbage actually is doing really well. Really pleased with that this year. It's coming on quite well, especially under this netting and everything. So yeah, that's been a success. I'll probably, if we do carrots again, I'll try and make a better frame for the netting. Maybe put some posts in for that. Yep, so that's plot 2. All looking pretty happy, growing away, doing well. Over on plot 1, the strawberries are doing well. So I haven't picked these since Sunday night. I did come down Sunday night and pick them and do a bit of watering. So I will harvest those today. There's not actually tons on there, I don't think, but maybe we've already had our main crop of those this year. But yeah, we'll go with those. Potatoes are looking good. The first days are actually, I don't know if it's because they're dry or because they're ready, but they do seem to be losing some of their sort of height and everything. They look like it's slowly coming down now, so hopefully it won't be long till we harvest those. I might have a little look, see how they're doing under there. Second earlies are looking really good. So these 2 beds are second earlies, both Wilger. Yes, they're looking pretty happy. The Rudolphs at the end here looking good. Although I think the ones at this end might not be Rudolph. They look different to the rest, but either way, they're looking good. It's really nice to see all these flowers this year. Got loads of these really nice flowers on them this year. As with the ones at the end as well, they're doing really nicely. These were ones that we saved from last year, so they're doing all right. Rest of the bed's not doing quite so well. They were other ones that we saved, but it is very weedy in this bed. But it's the sort of last bed I deal with. But there's a few potatoes in there, and over here we've got rhubarb we can pick, which looks really good. Some nice stems on there, so I might get the kids to pick that another day. They quite like making crumble with the rhubarb. And then the main crop potatoes. So we've got Twister in this one. Doing okay. And then two beds of Maris Piper. Looking pretty good. Slowly gaining height. Looking pretty well. Hopefully these are done a bit better because they've all had grass around them. So they're done a bit better in the heat. And then the raspberries. I'm pretty sure I did spot a raspberry on here. I did spot on some on another plot as well. So they must be starting out. Yeah, but the plants look okay. There is a few that are starting to yellow a little bit, so they do need something on there. But yeah, looking nice and full. Certainly grow every year, so we get a nice. Hopefully we'll get an even bigger crop this year. So yep, so I'm going to harvest some strawberries. I might have a mow so I can use the grass clippings on the potatoes. I did bring down a box full of grass clippings from my parents' house and from my house. There's a nice big box full. I don't think there's much weeding to do, but I'll have a little look around and try and tuck the peas a little bit, and yeah, see if there's anything we can sow. But all in all, looking pretty good, and it's a pretty nice morning down here. It's fairly cool at the moment, and yeah, overcast. That's quite nice to work in. Got the grass done, so I've done all around our plot, and 3 or 4 plots down. So I've done that. I've got I did just put a little bit on, but we've got the I did fill up this quite large barrel of clippings. So what I'm going to do now is I think I'll water the potatoes, and then I'll put the grass clippings on as a mulch, and that way it will keep the moisture in. So I'll do that, and then I'll get on to harvesting the strawberries, I think. I've done my watering, so I've watered the whole plot, and I've put the lawn clippings over some of the potatoes. I did do the first earlies just to make sure they don't sort of go green, and I did have a little berry in there to see how they're doing, and actually they're really good. Could easily harvest some now. So they're sort of a bit bigger than new potato size, so they're probably maybe an inch just under in length. So yeah, they're ready to come out. So I'll have a look what potatoes we've got at home before I go and harvest load more, and perhaps see if the kids want to come down and harvest those another day. I mean, it would be good to have that bed to put some more. I've got some more potatoes. I've still got some, I think they're Maris Pipers or something like that, in there to see if they can come out later. Often people put sort of Christmas potatoes in, don't they? So maybe do some of that, see if they come to anything. That would be nice. So yeah, perhaps do that next week, or yeah, but any time now, I reckon. Certainly if we want some sort of nice new potato type ones. So we'll do that. So I'm going to pick all these strawberries. There's quite a few smaller ones this week. There's still good size, but quite a few decent ones. So I couldn't see them quite as well. I have made this week. I made rhubarb and strawberry jam, which seems to be going down quite well. It seems quite nice. So I might try that again. We've got that more rhubarb. We've got some more rhubarb at home as well. So I might try making some more of that. Just a bit of variation on the amount of jam we're making at the moment. We're making probably about 8 jam jars full a week at the moment. Like at the moment I could easily make another at least 8, but I need to get some more lemons and sugar to be able to do that. So yeah, I'll perhaps get to the shops this weekend and get some of those. Yeah, but I'm gonna get strawberries in. I'll pick those beans if there's any there worth picking. And yeah, nice to get a bit of a harvest in. There's our strawberry haul for the day from the allotment. So we've got about a litre worth of strawberries there. It's a 2 litre ice cream pot. So just over, yeah, there's some nice strawberries in there. So yeah, pretty happy with that. So next up, I think I'll go and do the courgettes. I'm going to plant this courgette plant. So there's already, two or three in this bed. So normally, most years we have about 6 plants, 4 to 6. Normally have a couple at home, but we haven't this year so far. And that sees us through, keeps us going through the winter. And in fact, we've still got some in the freezer now from last year. But yeah, so hopefully that's 4 in this bed, I think now. So that should see us going. I've got another 2 with me. So I'll have a look around the plot, see if I can find anywhere to put them. So I'm going to lift these garlic and see how they're doing, see if they're worth harvesting. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. As I say, all the tops of these ones are going over, so I think it's probably time. And yeah, there's nice bulbs, defined bulbs in there, looking pretty good. Pretty happy with that. So yeah, I'll lift the rest of this bed and maybe the other one. We'll see how we get on with these ones. From that one bed, we've got there's 8 here. There's 4 pretty good sized ones. This one's a really good size. Nice bulbs, that's a pretty good one. These ones are pretty average size. There's 4 smaller ones, but they're still usable, still nice little bits. So that was the bed that had quite a lot less going on in it. So I did expect less in there. So that bodes well for the other bed. I think I'll take these home and dry them. We'll lay them out and dry them in the sunshine, and yeah, bring down some compost to put something else in that bed next week, hopefully. Yeah, so pretty happy with that. Pretty good garlic. I have to say, the garlic we harvested last year lasted a very long time in our pantry. That did really well, and we used that. Enjoyed that for a long time. So yeah, pleased to get some fresh garlic to use. I think that's probably me done for today down the allotment. I've been down here a good couple of hours, and got quite a lot done actually. Got those lawn mown, strawberries harvested, garlic harvested, put all those lawn clippings on there, planted another courgette, so that's always good to see them growing. I know the plots down the front that are a bit sunnier than mine have got some small flowers and some small courgettes going already, so a little bit behind on these ones, but hopefully they'll catch up. They do keep going a long time. But the plot's looking really good. I need to get some twine for those peas, string those up nicely, but they're doing really well. hopefully with those flowers shown on there, we'll have some peas to pick soon. Yeah, so it's nice to start going home with some harvests. Nice things to show for the work. I might just grab some of that spinach before I go. But yeah, potatoes are looking good. Looking forward to harvesting those. Maybe do that next week or something. Get the kids involved with that so they can see the hard work paying off, and get some rhubarb. Get them to get some rhubarb as well. They like making crumbles with that, and hopefully this jam will work out to be nice. So we'll get some of it for that as well. But yeah, it's a nice day. Starting to warm up slowly. It's a bit cloudy, so it's not too warm. But yeah, looking really nice down here. I hope you enjoyed having a look at the allotment towards the end of June. It's starting to really get going now, and yeah, starting to produce some nice harvests. And I look forward to talking to you soon.